They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give is to Williams. Stopped right there. The Red Raiders want to stop the clock, and they use their second timeout. They're down to one timeout left in the half.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to throw, it's Baker. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Goes high to pull it in. They're able to ride him down, but not before he has flipped the field with a huge pickup on the play, and now they are set up coming out of the 2-minute timeout. They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets them up. 1st and 10 from the 36.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Making the adjustment on the play. 2nd down, going to throw it. Going to take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it.
I'll tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Throwing Manning. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Racing to the right. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Texas. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the wideout. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Second down, gonna throw it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Quick give. It's Danzy. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Running inside, it's Wilson. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Here's Manning to throw. Out wide left, it's Townsend. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
Moving the pocket, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Turning it on. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And finally, their big play receiver gets in the stat column with his first catch of the game, and we're here late in the second quarter. You got to give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've done a nice job taking him away and limiting his damage. Let's see if they can keep it up, though, because when this guy gets hot, he's virtually unstoppable.
Here's Arch to throw. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Motion from the wideout. Laterals it back. He'll pull it down. Across the 25, he's got room. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Middle Tennessee State taking on the North Dakota State Bison. And it's the Blue Raiders sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the American Conference.
offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure going right. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They'll try it over the left side. He's got the first down. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. On the RPO, got him. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than cornerback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that and give up no yards and protect deep, that's a nice job by the corner.
Arch Madness. Shoots it to the left. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Trying to take it back. Inside the... all the way back. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that could make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. Got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. Yeah, exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. To throw, Manning. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete. Big fight for the ball, but it falls to the ground.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Blasted as he lets it go. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Defense all over him.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's changing the play. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
On the ground, it's Dickey. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Got to make the play on 4th. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
That is great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll run it. Fights off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chance, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Caught on the RPO. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
This tight end's a weapon because he can give you yak after the catch. You see him break that tackle? That was pretty impressive, showing off his athleticism.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Throws it off the RPO. It'll be a gain of 6, sets up 2nd and 4. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And they swarm him under.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
After that incompletion on third and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on fourth down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a two-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Fourth down, Manning. He's got it. First down and more. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Takes the handoff. It's Smothers. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Manning. Left side is Smothers.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Manning. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes. But 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Good, he missed it. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. And boy, was that last missed field goal huge. That keeps these guys in the game if they can get something going on offense right now. The Red Raiders want to crank the tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And he scores! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Looking for the time with the extra point.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. quarter. Plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. They want to get this defense on its heels. Right side, it's Smothers. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this 3rd down. Now here's Manning. Caught. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Here's Manning to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Hart's going to spin it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Hits the hole. It's Smothers. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Here's Arts to throw. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Just a little off. Incomplete.
You got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They booted away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Hammond. He lets one fly deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
And you absolutely expect those shots from this offense, and I love it. The defense was prepared. You got to know where the burners are. You know he can go, so you got to play that deep route. They play it great. Don't give up the big play. Stay deep, and don't let anyone get behind you.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw. It's Baker. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Hudson. Touchdown, Red Raider! And they're on top here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Arch is going to throw for it. Escapes the pressure to his right. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
2nd and long here. Moves the pocket. It's Manning. Still looking. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz. Sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll run it. It's Smothers. Maybe some room. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with the point after. This is like that 2-foot putt. They still need to make it to force another overtime. And he tacks on the extra point. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Right back to it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. breaks into the open. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. With a condensed field in overtime, if you can establish the run, it is a huge advantage.
Big-time advantage. You establish your physicality, come out the gates, put you in a positive way. Now I can play action, opens the whole playbook.
We play on. First down here in the second overtime period. Looking for a crease to the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns! They get a score to take the lead here in the second overtime. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Out wide right, it's Dickey. Makes the grab and room to run. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Third down, and they need a touchdown to stay in the game. He'll be stopped short. It'll bring up fourth down as this defense makes a play.
And what a fantastic job by the defense there. Third and short, and they're expecting the run. They're able to penetrate, crease the O-line, get into the backfield, and make a big stop, now setting up fourth down.
The tension, the intensity, the drama, the offense steps to the line on fourth down in overtime. Powers through the defender. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that fourth down. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
And that's why it's hard to run down by the goal line. The defense just has so many bodies crowded into the line of scrimmage. Offense couldn't get it done that time.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Third and goal, and they have to get it in the end zone here to have a chance. Quarterback changing the play. Looking to throw on third and goal. Fires into the end zone. Big guy smells it. He's stopped short of the goal line. line couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. The offense will use a timeout with a critical down coming in overtime. Fourth and goal, and this is the ball game.
Ready.
They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Fourth and goal for the game. On the snap, it's Sticky. Touchdown, Red Raiders! They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown now. I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to 2-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2.
Ready. Wide 80. Stack. Mustang. Ninja. Bridge.
Drops back, it's Baker. Rolls right. Oh, and it's intercepted, a turnover in overtime. How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those 2 teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these 2 squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.